Knights Academy. Training's in session.
Here. So we left last week with you guys preparing to go to this uh, temple palace that was mentioned to you by your new dwarven comrade, and you guys were preparing. So there was things you wanted to do to get prepared. What all did you want to do? We can get some of the preparation out of the way.
Oh, I gotta go into Seaport.
All right.
Go to the Voodoo Doll for one, and anywhere that's got provisions for sale. Everybody else isn't here, but Zach, I can take a create food spell if we need to, but I'd rather wait until like after the first or second day. I think that's about it for me.
You can go to the Voodoo Doll without a problem. Most provisions are found also at just at the marketplace in general. But any type of potions, you definitely have to go to the Voodoo Doll for.
Yep, and that's especially what I want to talk to him about, because we're probably going to be looking to pick up a lot of health potions, healing potions for this little journey of ours, and I'm wondering if we can offset the cost a little bit. Are there any herbs or plants or anything that you know of that you would like to get your hands on out of the Valley of Death?
Valley of Death, you say? Oh, let me be thinking about that for one fine moment. Let's see. There's some really good kind of fungus in there if you're getting underground in that area. There's some really good stuff, but it might be a mite dangerous to get. There's two different kinds of mold that grow there that I could really use. Now, do note that one of them is purely for research purposes. Purely.
Hey, whatever works for you, man.
Yeah, there's one, you'll find it very dangerous to get, very dangerous. It's a yellow mold. If you see the yellow mold, you get me some of that and a couple little tubes there. I can get you all kinds of stuff, get you all kinds of discounts, get you paid back basically for what you're gonna be buying from me. But do be careful. It's very poisonous.
Well, I'll make sure to
You're
pass
very
that
poisonous.
information on to everybody else just in case I don't make it.
But any type of things you see mold wise or any type of fungus in that area, if it has some type of unique property, I'd be willing to buy it off you. Not too many herbalists go to the Valley of Death, you see.
Well, we're kind of on a special trip. Figured we might be able to get some good stuff, and any direction you had would be beneficial for us all.
Yeah, but since you are now nobility here in town, I can offer you a line of credit if you'd like.
I would certainly appreciate that, and then whatever we do pick up, we just offset whatever's on the tab.
That would work mighty fine. The one thing to note is that the collateral does have laws here in town, just so you understand. You know, if you do not come back, I get your house.
If I don't come back, I'm not going to care.
Well, then I think we have a mighty good deal here. What can I get for you?
Oh, let's see. How many healing potions you got?
Well, I just had a few people come and get some. I have, and he's going to rummage around a bit. He'll pull out a case. Here's some 5 of them, and I think I have 1 or 2 laying around other than that. But I'd have to look around a bit.
I'll probably take all of them.
Alrighty, we can do that.
I'm looking for at least 6, I think. And then, do you have anything that will increase strength or?
I'm all out of all the giant strength stuff. You know what? Let me see. I might have something for you. I might. I gotta check the back room on that one. Let me find some more healing potions for you. One moment, please. And he's gonna go into the back room, and it's got the strings, which have little mini skulls going down it in potion pots. Things just kind of flavored. And he'll go through the back and be back there. You'll hear some rummaging around, some, things knocking around. Hear all of a sudden, of a crow getting mad. Shut up, you! He'll come back out in a few more minutes. Well, I did find one, but it was an experimental one when I was first learning, so it does not have the full effects. It has the full effects. They just don't last long. You got maybe a minute on this, but you know what? You're such a good customer. I'm just gonna give you that one.
I'll take it.
Anything else you'd be looking for?
Yeah, I was actually wondering if you had any poisons that would be applicable to the edge of a blade.
Oh, I don't sell poisons here. You know that they're illegal here in town.
They are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't ever sell poisons here. I mean, come around back later. I don't sell poisons here at all. That is highly illegal.
Motherfucker, you killed the noble. This mystery has been solved.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Dahl, and I will see you later.
Are more things you would like, though? I mean, you're going away for a while, right? Something else you might need? Let's rack up your bill. I mean, let's make sure you're safe.
Can I ask a question right quick, John?
Sure.
Just because I missed the first half of this, have you guys even talked about price? Because I heard you got a line of credit.
Nope.
Like the health potions are like standard, like 50 gold a piece.
Are you sure?
I mean, I don't know.
It is a stall.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I
to rack up a line of credit on 9 health potions. Come back and he's like, "Yeah, that's 47,000 gold, please."
I mean, one that would just be kind of ridiculous, because I don't. I mean, if he does, we just kill him.
Kill him.
Because then he's over, like he's no longer useful in that particular case.
Yeah, off the record, I shouldn't be killing any townsfolk for a little while.
Well, off the record, why not? Because at least you got away with it.
Yeah, but maybe
like if
maybe
any
you'll get
of
away
us should
again.
be killing people, it should be you, because apparently you know how to do it right.
So, you need anything like maybe some antitoxins? You want any of the higher end potions? I got plenty of potions, all kinds of potions, whatever you want.
Well, just to clarify quickly, I'm used to getting these health potions at 50 gold apiece. Is that the same?
Well, these 5 are, yes.
Yeah. The higher end ones. What are you talking there?
Well,
like
these
how
two,
effective and how
you
much
said
are
all the
they?
potions, all the health potions I have, right? Well, these 5
You
here
said
are normal ones. These 2 here, they're a little more potent.
How much more potent and how much more expensive?
They're about 4 times more potent and about 10 times the price.
Okay, I'm gonna have to knock that back to like 1 instead of both.
All right, I can do that. And yeah, they are. They're going to be 4d4 plus 10 health. So.
Random fact of the day: you guys know what an earwig is? The insect.
Yeah.
Japanese researchers found that if they pull off an earwig's penis, it'll grow a new one.
Does
Okay.
it grow back bigger?
I don't know. All I know is that fact. My question is, who was the first Japanese researcher that's like, I wonder what happens if I just, yank off his Johnson? Also, thank God we are at the top of the food chain.
Well, that depends on
what
where
kind
you
of
go.
line of thought you need to have in order to get there? Basically.
Yeah, just like, no, I'm gonna grab some tweezers and pull off this insect's penis just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
I apologize, by the way. That one is 8d4 plus 8. I had to look
Oh,
up to
okay.
make sure.
for 500 gold, I suppose that's good.
I do have
That's
some
Jesus
other
kind of
potions, too.
healing.
Yes, it is. I do have other potions too, if you are interested. Ones that will make you a friend with badgers, squirrels, and other types of little critters.
No, I think I'll pass on that. But you mentioned antitoxin.
Oh, yeah.
How much are those?
Oh, this is standard price. What? They're in the antitoxins are in the player's handbook. Whatever the price is there. At least I believe those are.
Probably.
I do have some potions of climbing, if that is something you're interested in. Potions of diminution. I cannot pronounce that one right. It makes you small.
It makes you small.
No, I think I'm probably good with that too. I don't like being smaller.
I do have a couple potions of heroism, if you are interested in those.
What's that do?
It makes you heroic, obviously. Now, OOC, what it does is it gives you 10 temporary hit points for 1 hour, and you're under the effect of Bless without concentration.
How much is that?
That one is 400 gold. They are kind of expensive for some of these.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
How many would you like? I got 2 available.
Just the one.
We didn't even go in an adventure and we are already bankrupt.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the very least, I am, unless I die, in which case then you guys are going to lose the house.
And you said that you're a good cleric or something? I don't know.
Well,
Used to
be a good cleric. He might not be anymore.
not as much as I once was. I don't see it in here.
And of
Am I
course,
blind?
as always, whenever you go anywhere, if you find anything special, magical nature stuff, any beast that can be skinned or anything of that nature, bring that to me too. We'll see what we can do with making some magic items, and of course, I will buy any magic items I need as well.
Oh, absolutely. I haven't been to Thorburn yet,
Hang
but
on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
the day will come when I'm hunting down displacers.
Sorry, I woke up late.
I was gonna say you missed your chance for
I couldn't find the potions in here. I don't know how much they are.
Let's just go 50 gold for the antitoxins. And it basically just cures you of any poison
Right.
that you are currently afflicted by. How many would you like? He has 5.
2.
I'm keeping track of how much you're spending.
Same here.
Should be at 1250
I've
right
got.
now.
I hadn't added it up yet, but I've got the 5 health potions, 50 gold each, 500 gold health potion, 400 gold potion of heroism, and 250 gold antitoxin potions.
Yep.
Okay. Make sure I got it all down.
Now, what kind of place are you going to? Is there anything else you might need? Just think ahead. I do.
We're doing
Contrary to
this
belief here,
specifically to
want you-
make money.
I do want you to come back alive.
I mean, so do I. And, I like, good business arrangements.
And breeding.
He'll get around to that.
Does he have like potions?
He's focusing on his career first.
What's the word I'm looking for? Short rest.
Oh, the hangover potions without the bit about the hangover, just the less sleep. Is that something you can do, Estelle?
No, they're one package deal. I don't know how to separate those two, but I do have some.
How much of those? I forget.
Well, they Remember, they are usually only bought by the elite, so they are a little bit pricey. They are 100 gold apiece.
As far as I know, I haven't broke the bank yet.
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
have
can-
to throw
we can
this
hold
out
off on
there.
those.
We are taking this mission specifically to make money, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure we will. Like, you gotta have faith.
You gotta have faith.
You
Like,
gotta
I'm gonna
spend money to make money. Come on,
Yeah.
you know this.
Spending 1,200 gold, we're gonna make 450 gold while we're there. Come back and be like, fuck,
But it's XP.
it's XP. Yeah, I'm just saying, if we don't make enough
Can
gold
you
to
really
pay
put a
off,
price on XP? I mean, come on.
I think people have actually.
I'm pretty sure they have too.
I'm just saying, if we don't make enough money to cover the tab, you are totally pouring yourself out.
Okay.
Well, that might not be too bad, actually. You can cure disease anyway, so.
Yeah.
You're
Pregnancy.
Is there anything else anybody wants to get before the dungeon?
I mean,
Like, we're good on potions now. Like, are you buying potions for the group? Is that what was going on?
yeah.
Okay.
The only one I'm probably going to, like not give out is the potion of heroism. But it's not like it's not gonna be like hidden or anything. I'm gonna walk into the house with a fucking crate, just be like, hey, like we're ready.
Now, if you
And
are
here we
interested,
were.
I do have a few magic items that might be helping you out. They are not uncommon by any means. These are more common type magic items, if you are interested. They are 100 gold apiece.
What do they do?
Well, I have one here that I have heard is extremely important for dungeons. He pulls out a little stick. It's about a foot long.
I was just gonna ask.
Glow sticks.
This is a very powerful magic item, though it is common. It looks like a stick.
I know what it is.
I'm gonna flick it.
It's a torch.
Nothing happens. You do
It
have
looks-
to speak the command word on it, which is very simple on this. While you're holding it, you say grow. And if you want it to go smaller, you say smaller. I made it very simple. There's some simple folk around here. Go ahead, try
So
it. But make sure to point it towards the aisle, please. A lot of breakable things in here.
I'll grab it and then I will walk to the door and hold it out the door because I don't want to add any more to the bill.
So you're doing like this type thing?
Well, first I'm gonna be like, which way does it grow from?
Both ways.
Both ways.
Okay, then I'm gonna like.
By the
I'm
way,
gonna
it does
fold
weigh
the
more
curtain
than you
back
think
into
a
it.
foot-long stick should weigh. It does weigh quite a
Like-
bit more.
Like I almost drop it, kind of. It weighs more.
Well, it's probably about 3 or 4 pounds, but it only looks like it's probably like half a pound, so it weighs.
Gotcha. Catch you off guard, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll reach my hand like out the door, parallel to the ground, and then I'll say grow.
It does grow out to a 10-foot pole.
I'll say grow again.
It does not grow anymore.
Aww.
It
It
only
just
grows
attempts-
out as far as there is room. However, glass and things that move, it does tend to move. But you could put it in like a door frame and tell it to grow, and it will lock itself in place. Very useful for that. Also useful for finding traps, I am told.
Just hold it to a hallway grope. Crash, bang, boom. All right, we're good.
Well, on the same regard, though, a bunch of like a pocket full of rocks will do the same thing. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Smaller.
All
And-
right.
I'll hand it back to him.
I do have this very nice cape. He pulls it out, and he puts it on. And he goes, this is probably one of the most important things for a true hero as yourself. And when he puts it on, it starts to just billow like there's wind. impressive, is it not? Strikes a pose, strikes another pose.
I would be in the market for something a little more practical at the moment. That would just be excessive right now. But I will keep it in mind for later.
Cloak of Billowing. I just love it. Basically, he shows you another 4 or 5 items, and you realize that the only one that had any type of semi-usefulness is the pole of collapsing, or he does have one arrow that he does claim is unbreakable.
Take the arrow, break it, hand it back to him, and go, it's defective.
I don't. Yeah, but it's a store. If you break it, you buy it.
Not if he's advertising it as unbreakable.
True, it should have warranty or something.
Yeah, but I'm not high charisma, so chances are I could end up being caught. Not worth the risk. It's not enough entertainment value to make it worth the risk.
Don't worry, you give it to me and I'll glue it back together.
I was gonna say,
a rope of mending. It is a
give
rope
it to
that
me
will
and I'll hand
automatically
it to.
stitch itself back together if you cut it. You cut it, you can use it 2 different places. Put it back together. Say mend yourself, and it becomes whole again.
Yeah, how much is that?
100 gold. All these items are 100 gold.
That's not bad. I'm not gonna take it now, but I'm gonna be back for that.
Okay. I do have. Ooh, this one probably would interest you specifically to use on one of your compatriots. He pulls out a wand.
How much damage does it cause?
Emotionally or physically?
How much is it?
100 gold.
I'll be back for that too. Don't tell nobody.
It'll just be on the thing. We don't have to tell the rest of your party. We can just put it on your tab.
I'll be back for it.
Oh, you're gonna regret not taking it.
Distraction could prove fatal in where we're going.
Do you want to know what it does?
Sure.
It is actually really mean, and Saxon will both love it and hate it. Currently, it is the Wand of Smiles. The person has to make a charisma saving throw, or they are forced to smile for 1 minute. However, when you use it up, you roll a d20, and if you roll a natural 1, it becomes the Wand of Scowls, which makes people scowl for 1 minute.
What's the DC on that?
You will find out when he uses it on you.
Oh, you gotta remember, like, of all the saves that I would have to make, that's easily the best one.
But it is funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Forces you to smile.
Man.
I'm so angry about this.
I gotta take that in the next time there's a council meeting vote for whatever reason. Oh, that's gotta be there. just right in behind everybody while they're sitting in rows and just bam, right in a butt. Just to activate it on everyone.
They do have some it's just amusing things like that in there. Did I ever link Xanathar's guide for you guys? Let me do that real quick.
I don't know, but which one is it?
Do you have Xanathar's or no?
Because I've got Xanathar's Guide to Everything and Guide to Monsters.
Okay, although he has all the magic items in Xanathar's guide.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, for being ready, he's not answering the phone.
He's probably pissed.
I think that would probably do it. And I will. Do I need to sign something?
I know who you are, and there is verbal contracts that are written here. They heard you.
All right.
It is like Alexa. It listens all the time.
I'll offer him my hand.
He'll shake it.
and then I will bid him farewell, and I will walk around to the back. I'll like tap on his back window or something.
Yeah. You will see a person with a mask answer the door. Hello, what can I help you with?
I want something to put on my blade.
He's 100 gold.
Damn it! I have 90. I have 92 gold.
Man, if only you had somebody with a wicked high bargaining skill.
This is where you can try a persuasion check.
All right. Well, I'm gonna offer him 75 gold. Like, oh, if this is not horrendous, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Matt, you have a green screen behind you.
I do have a green screen behind me. Be jealous.
Does that mean what I think it means, or is that for something else?
Oh, it's for roll. It'll work for. It won't show for you guys, but on the recording that it's doing right now, there's totally a torch right here and a dungeon wall behind me.
I'm jealous.
It is awesome. I also did some recording with it too. It's kind of nice. I'm enjoying it. Although if you do have a green screen behind you, I could put a dungeon wall or something unique behind you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm gonna put up a green screen next week. I want you to make it look like hell.
Like hell? I could do that.
Yeah, because you know, Saxon.
Behind John, there's going to be an active tornado that's like always moving closer but never getting closer.
That'd be awesome.
So, all right, let's see. So we are all here now. Is there anything you wanted to get specifically?
And make it look like I'm sitting on a throne.
Well, that's a little harder to do unless you're actually sitting on a throne.
Well, I'll just lean over the chair too.
You'd have to sit perfectly still and not move though, because it's a fixed background.
You just make the chair look really big, and then you know I could move around the chair.
It could work.
Or if you want to,
we'll talk.
If you want to sit on a throne so much, why don't you just get one and put it in your basement, and then it's done.
Because then I'd have to share the throne with Levi while he's using my computer. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, so
Was my persuasion check good enough?
I did not check.
Did he take the 75 gold?
80 gold.
All right, 80 gold.
All right, he'll give it to you. Thank you for doing business with me. Shuts the window.
He let his guard down for a second.
So, what I buy exactly?
Potion of poison, or it's basically a poison. You can coat your blade, but you have to be careful when coating your blade because it does have a chance of you inflicting the poison on yourself. So, and it basically lasts for an hour on there for all strikes. So everybody has said everybody has what they want?
No, not yet. I gotta.
Okay.
I want to try and find something.
Okay, what do you need to find?
I want to find out one of the guys from the guild, basically to use my background feature.
Okay.
And I want to try to find any kind of rumors or any kind of information about the place we're going.
Very little is known about the place you're going to, since it is actually considered myth. People journey through the Valley of the Death all the time, and nobody has seen it, so people believe it does not exist anymore.
Yeah, question. Whenever you're ready.
However, what is known about it is part of the ancient civilization that was here prior to the land splitting, and the king of the time Tamoachan was known as a tyrant. He did have people believe though he stayed in power for the time he did because people believed that the gods were actually residing with him in the palace.
Was he paranoid or something? Having traps all over the place, or?
Yes and no. He was known for setting traps, especially in the tomb area of his palace, which is the lowest floor. But he disappeared when the land split. Nobody saw him since then. So, who knows what happened when the land split?
Okay. Any chance of finding out what kind of traps?
It would have been 150, 200 years ago that these things were taken care of, so not for sure. Although they do know he was known for playing games. Especially with anybody that he had in his clutches for legal reasons.
Okay.
And
That's it for me.
His games were usually life or death oriented. You win or you die.
Entertaining guy. I like him.
Fierce.
Too bad he died long ago.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Do we have food?
I don't know. How much food do you want to take with you? You guys do have time to buy whatever you want.
Couple of days worth. If it takes longer than that, then I would have the opportunity to change my prepared spells, and I will take create food and water. But I'd rather not if we don't have to.
How long is the journey back and forth?
The journey itself to get to the Valley of the Death will take most of the day, because unfortunately there's no way to go around. You actually have to literally walk the entire circumference of the island up to here where you can go to the Pool of Life, but then the Pool of Life goes up here and you come back down. It will take most of the day. It's about a total of about 15 miles, roughly, because of the winding of the path. So it'll take most of the day to get to the Valley of the Death.
How good of a description can the dwarf give us about the location?
He actually gives you a pretty detailed description. It is actually not on the main part of the Valley of the Death. It is in one of the offshoots, which is why people haven't found it. It is in a very steep offshoot that most people just assume is too treacherous to go up, considering most people that leave the path in the Valley of the Death is never seen again. So people don't tend to get off the beaten path. But he will tell you the exact spot to venture off and exactly how to get there.
Theoretically, how much would it cost to go to the Mystic Sanctum and ask a mage to cast teleport to send us to that location so we didn't have to travel there?
They can get you to the summit between the Pool of Life and Valley of the Death because they have sight on that area, but they will not be able to get you into the Valley of the Death because plants and animals change around there a lot. It would not be safe to teleport there. So that would cut off all but, like, how far was this? All about 3 miles to the Valley of the Death, and you have another 3-4 miles from there of winding to get up to where you need to go.
Yeah, and I don't have slow fall anymore, so.
Well, it's a path that goes down, so it's not that big of a deal. It just means you have to walk a little bit.
Yeah, but it might not be worth it just to cut out, a day's worth of walking. Yeah, but like either way, we'd have to walk. It would really be worth the cost.
That is true.
To cut out that much.
Makes sense. All right, Robert, what do you need to get?
I got a great sword, just so that way I had one, which I already had. I took out of my gold. It was 1460, and now it's 1410. And then I was going to buy 4 javelins, and I was trying to figure out the exchange rate. Is it 10 silver for 1 gold?
Correct.
Okay, so I just need to take out 4? No, 2 gold. For 4 javelins that were worth 5 gold.
Silver, yeah, five silver apiece.
Yeah.
2 gold. Anything else you want to pick up?
Some more health potions.
They have been sold out.
I mean, OOC, I got you covered on that.
They do have one health potion, which is 8d8 plus 8 health back, but it costs 500 gold.
Just keep in mind that we are already bankrupted.
Oh. Let me buy some more.
What do you mean we wait, man?
I mean, he is. And everything that was in the cellar.
How much?
Which wasn't very much to begin with.
Well, there's nothing now, where there wasn't much. Basically.
I'm gonna buy 40 bolts for my hand crossbow, which is 2 gold pieces.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds like 2 dudes are having sex somewhere.
Yeah.
It's probably Levi watching wrestling.
Oh, yeah, so 2 dudes are having sex somewhere.
I'll mute myself and just let me know before we head off. 'Cause there's like one thing I want to do right before we leave.
Okay.
I
Anything
can't
else
think of
anybody wants to get? You guys are going to get rations for the a 2-day ration. You sure you just want 2 days? Maybe not 3?
Oh, let's go 3 because it's a day of journeying, so maybe let's go 4. Yeah, because then it's a day there, day back, and then 2 days worth while we're there.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to acquire that without much of issue.
Do we want a medkit?
That's a good question. Do you guys want a med kit? It stabilizes somebody for a charge of it.
Without a check, basically.
Oh, I don't know. I have a decent medicine check.
You do.
What if you go down?
Yeah, if you go down though, do you trust
If
your
I
party?
go down, then I'm not going to care.
So
let's take at least one.
Okay, yeah. To be fair, if you go down, you will care because we could use it to stabilize you.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I'll be unconscious at the time, so technically I still won't care.
Well, I mean,
do we need rope or anything?
you might wake up when I open your throat to be like, I think this is how it works.
rope would be useful, yes, if you guys wanted to take rope. Istall is selling a magical rope for 100 gold that will mend itself back together. Like, you can cut it, use it 2 different places, put it back together, same mend, and it restitches itself back to 1 full rope.
Worth it. I'm buying it.
All right.
And then
he's also going to try to sell you a cloak. If he put it on, he puts it on, and he's like, "It's the greatest cloak for people that are heroes like yourself." He strikes a post, and the cloak starts to billow as if there's wind behind him. It is also only 100 gold.
Can I take the power pole?
The what?
Basically the extendable pole, the 10-foot pole.
Yeah, he'll sell it to you.
I have 2 gems. Is that okay? 50 gold each.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Collapsible poles are nice. You never know when a 10-foot pole is going to come in handy.
How about those poles that you can put someplace and they won't move and you tell it to do it?
Immovable rod?
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Those are 1,000 gold apiece, but he does not have any.
Dang.
At the moment. Those are very useful, though. Having like a dozen of those is amazing. Just hope they don't trigger themselves in your backpack. Because all of a sudden you just... while walking. So... Alright, anything else anybody needs?
Depending on what I guess I don't know. It depends on where everybody else is. I figured I'm gonna just take everything back home, whatever I have, and if anybody came with me, then I'll be at the dock.
Okay. I only got like 4 hours of sleep, so I might yawn a couple times. Alright, anything else anybody need?
I can't think of anything.
Medkit.
Medkit.
Yeah. Go ahead and buy a medkit.
I thought we bought one already.
Nope. Gruk didn't care. Even though he's the one that would benefit from it.
I'm broke, so.
I mean, so am I. and
You're
so,
not broke. You're not broke.
so is
You're
my
in debt.
so is my share of whatever we get out of this dungeon, assuming we get anything out of the dungeon.
That's
How much?
why I try not to buy that much stuff, because I can still go, I'm not broke. Losers.
How much?
Yeah,
is the
but you're homeless.
Am not.
He might be if Gruk dies.
Or he doesn't get the money.
How much for a med kit?
I think they're 50 gold, right? It's in the player's
What?
handbook.
I was looking in the player's handbook and I can't find it.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I know, right?
It's not under. It's under the kits, not under the. Like it's under where like.
Healer's kit.
Yeah. That's what it's called, and it's under like the tools and stuff.
$5 gold pieces.
Oh,
I think.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's herbalism. I see that one. Oh yeah, it is only 5 gold.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely worth having a couple of those, probably.
So-
You'll have to mute yourself again, Pink.
You said 5 gold?
Yeah.
And one of them has 10 uses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's how much 10 lives are worth. 5 gold.
Is your compatriot's lives worth 5 gold to you? If not, don't bother buying a healer's kit. You know, Pink, you could always... Oh, wait, no, they don't have push-to-talk on Skype. I keep forgetting this is in Discord. Discord would be better.
Can I try and rob someone of 5 gold pieces to get one?
You sure could. You can sure try.
I wanna try. Sure, why not? I'm new in town. I wanna make a name for myself.
Alright. Well, there is a marketplace where there is a lot of people there, and theft is known to happen frequently there. People are fairly tight with their purses, but it still happens because there is a lot of people.
Can I make a suggestion? Find a guy in a dark alley, stab him, take his purse.
I don't enjoy killing people. It's easier just to steal.
I do.
So, give me a perception check first to see if you can spot a good...
22.
Oh, yes. You have spotted a good target. A good mark.
Just don't
yeah,
trigger
you
any.
should probably do that now, I guess. Give me 1 second to finish this part. So, yeah, you'll find a good mark. You'll be able to find a fairly decent place where you can attempt to sleight of hand his coin purse.
Okay, anything but the natural 1. That's all I need. Natural 20.
You take his
Do
belt-
I? Can I get his belt as well?
Yeah, you just like, you know what, you come up, you just take off the whole belt, so you have his pouch, his gold pouch, or his gold pouch, his pouch, and his rapier, which seems like it's fairly nicely made, and just kind of sneak off with all that.
Okay. I want to watch him from afar to
You
see
should
him
totally
losing his
just be
pants.
like, I'm gonna steal his house.
I'm gonna steal his house, his jewelry, his wife, everything.
Like just literally walk off with the house. He comes back, there's a pit.
I mean, I can do that, but it will take me a few days to disassemble it.
On that 20, you might be able to do it without him noticing. While he's
That's a
sleeping.
hell of a stealth check.
Oh.
In the middle of the night while he's sleeping.
I just leave under them a pillow or something.
He was a very good mark. You did find. He will have a total gems in there as well as a few gold and silver pieces that will be worth a total of 92 gold and 11 silver.
Holy shit! I just got rich.
The rapier is very finely made. It does have gems in the hilt and is probably worth about 100 gold.
I just got rich. Okay.
And in his pouch, he does have a very good-looking meal, some freshly baked bread, hunk of sausage, and some cheese.
Huh.
You stole the
I'm
guy's
gonna
lunch.
have a snack.
You stole his money and his lunch. You bully.
I'm a kid. I do what I want.
So, yeah.
And I'll buy a healer's kit.
To
Now
be
I have-
honest, if I was walking around town with my wallet and a sack of food and someone stole both of them, like my initial reaction would be to be really pissed off about the food.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because not only am I out of food, I can no longer buy more food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, jerk.
Can I do something stupid?
Yes.
I want to give him back the food. It's like, oh, here, sir, you forgot this, and I just walk away.
While carrying his rapier.
Yes.
Alright.
Give me a stealth check as you do it.
14. Oh.
Thank. So you hand it to him. He's like, "Thank you." Oh, what the hell, you thief!
And
As
I
you're walking
bolt.
away. So he's calling off, and you thief, that kid is a thief. He stole my stuff. And give me a perception check.
Perception. 9.
You think you're getting away pretty well. You're running pretty quick. I mean, you've seen a couple guards in the area, but you haven't seen too many.
I keep going. I don't look back.
All right, where do you go exactly? Because
I go back.
You're in the
I mean,
marketplace.
I don't think anyone is following me, so I'm basically going back to the manor.
Okay, so you're heading down to the docks?
Yeah.
Because you have to get on a boat there. You'll be running down to the docks, and all of a sudden, make a reflex save?
Dex, you mean?
Yes, Dex save. I played 3.5 too long. Alright, so you all of a sudden see an arm come out of nowhere, and you're able to duck underneath it. And you hear, "Idiot, get in here!"
Do I recognize the voice?
No, you don't, but when you glance up, you do see the person looks a little shady.
Huh. I'm still in the market?
No, you're towards the docks more, and he's trying to pull you into a shack.
A little shady. Minus the badge.
Nope, I keep going.
It's Inspector Javert.
I don't
Run!
know him! I don't know him!
Give me a perception check at that point, too.
19?
When he says that, you do hear whistles in the background, and the sound of clattering armor chasing.
Okay, I hide.
You hide?
Yeah.
Give me a hide check.
16.
Alright, you're able to jump behind a barrel, and you see guards going around. They're searching around. As you're sitting there, you'll feel a tap on your shoulder, and that same guy is leaning in the window behind you. Want to hide in here?
That depends. What does it take for me to hide in there?
I was told to keep an eye on you. You're part of the guild, are you not? Even if you're new.
Yeah.
And get your ass in here. And he steps
I
back.
jump.
It'll be about a half hour till things blow over before he'll let you leave. He doesn't say much while you're there, but you could definitely tell he is. You would probably guess he's a fence at this place. He has a good eye on most of the docks, and probably trades in information a lot.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but he does have the symbol basically above the inside of the door. That is the Thieves Guild symbol, which only members of the Thieves Guild would recognize.
This is what I get for wanting to do something good.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Yeah. Next time I don't go away, I just stab him and get everything in a run.
Exactly.
Told you.
All right, if you guys want to have your conversation now.
Oh, God. Saxon, are you at the estate or are you in town?
At the estate.
Like,
Well,
you
you
said,
said, like, okay, did you say you were gonna go get us some health potions?
I mean, yeah, I would have liked at breakfast, but we started when it was just me and Zach on. So it just turned into I'm going.
Am I aware? Well, you
Like,
have the
had-
ability to contact me at
Yeah,
any
like worst
point,
case,
so
it would have been at breakfast or something, and I would have been like, "Hey, I'm gonna go into town to get shit."
I would have asked to make sure about healing potions, and then I'm good.
Okay.
Also, well, okay. No, we can't afford it right now, so we're just gonna have to risk it. Okay.
Basically, the idea is upon return, I would set like a crate down with potions in it, and if you're there, then specifically it would be, "Hey, Saxon, you got a minute? There's something I need to say to you."
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of glance around me. Do I need witnesses?
I mean, I don't know. Technically, that's more or less up to them. Being they're in town, theoretically, they would be coming back at the same time.
Yeah, you guys are at the manor. It's how you
I want to clear the air, so to speak. So,
I will
if you
sit down in a chair.
okay. I did some thinking after the last time we had a chat in my room, both about what you said and everything that's been going on. And I'll admit, first off, that I did try to do some double checking. And personally, I came away completely empty-handed, except while I was walking around town, it gave me time to think. You made a point that I can't disagree with, and that is that in the time that I've known you, you haven't done anything to put either the lives or the freedom of anybody in this group at jeopardy. And as such, you deserve the benefit of the doubt.
What did I miss?
I briefly mentioned when we were being
I know.
introduced Zach, that I have very little trust and faith in the council, even though we've voted a member on it. They're all corrupt and greedy, and they're every bit as likely to be trying to frame you for something as the idea of you doing it. And you've earned the benefit of the doubt they haven't. I wanted to say that. I wanted to put it out there. And I also wanted to let you know that it was asked of me to get a lock of your hair because they are specifically looking to keep a close eye on you. And I believe that you should know that.
When did they ask?
Before we talked the other night.
I'll pull out a dagger or a kitchen knife or some utensil, slice off a piece of my hair, and put it on the table.
I will look surprised. It's like, well, I didn't bring it up because I wanted to lock your hair. I was bringing it up to say that I'm not going to do it.
Keep them in your back pocket.
For luck.
Them or your hair? I don't really want
Them.
your hair around. Oh, okay. That being said, well, you mentioned before that that you have some like things to do around town in order to repair any discrediting that has happened, and anything I can do to help, let me know, because I obviously played a part in that. And if you're at all willing, I actually also kind of have a favor to ask as well. I'm not very good with disguises. Is there anything that you can help me out with that? Teach me how to put a disguise on that would at least be somewhat passable?
We can work on something when we get back.
I would appreciate it.
May I ask what type of disguise you're trying to go for?
Something subtle, just to be ignored. That kind of thing. The opposite of draw any attention to myself kind of thing. I don't know what to what to do to make that happen, especially with my overall size and height.
Talk to me when we get back.
We'll see if we can't wrangle up.
Fair enough. Thank you for your time, and that's all I got. Now I'm gonna go back to the potions, because I'm gonna pocket the potion of heroism. Other than that, I've got potions basically for everybody. I've already got a handful of my own still, so whatever you guys want of the health potions. And there is one larger health potion that is a lot more effective than the rest. Whoever wants to take that.
I still have 2 healing pots or potions or whatever.
Well, I brought 5. I have 4, and I brought a larger healing potion. Now I'm gonna take healing spells with, so if somebody else wants to have that large healing potion, that way they can shove it down somebody's throat if the need arises.
Hey, what was that?
I can do that. I'm pretty mobile.
Hey, what was that one potion that we got from the Jamaican sounding guy?
Jamaican sounding.
The guy
That's
that
a way to identify someone.
Install.
Yeah. The stuff that like hangover cure and all that crap. What was that, just for hangovers, or what else did it do? Because I don't think I ever used mine.
Well, it was for hangovers, and you could be like fully refreshed after only 2 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, and I still have 3 of those. So if I suppose Zach probably doesn't have any. Saxon, you probably still should, unless you used them all. Did you?
He partied a lot, so I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to say.
Do what?
I still got mine though.
Well, I don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, Saxon used his.
I couldn't remember if I
How many
have
do you
one.
have full? Because I still have 3. I could give each of them one if need be.
Actually,
I just got
only
one.
used one, I think.
Because we started with, well, okay, I guess it's hard to say because it wasn't like a blanket deal where everybody got 5. Or was
No,
it?
it was one each.
'Cause
You were each given
Oh.
one. Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Okay, I put it wrong here in my my fucking book then. Never mind. I don't have any.
Are you sure you didn't buy some?
I know I bought health potions.
But I remember someone buying a lot.
Damn, I can't remember. That was a long time ago.
It
Well,
was.
go visit him. Go visit him really quick. He might know. Matt, get in character.
Come here, Chloe. You want to say hi?
I mean, in character, all he's going to do is try to sell me more of them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, you want to sit on my lap? You can say hi. That chair doesn't work anymore, sweetheart. That chair's broken. I'm sorry. Here, you want Daddy to hold you? She's having a rough time tonight. Are you gonna say hi? You can sit in that chair. You can pull it over here even. It's just broken. Pull really hard. There you go. That's as far over as it can go though, right there, Chloe. Okay? Alright, so when Pink gets back, we'll start.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I suppose I'll probably go back to Installs to buy the overnight potions if he's still got them.
He does.
I thought I had them, but I don't know for sure, and I could have gotten it wrong. So, how much were those a piece again? Like 50 or 100?
They're 100, but he'll give you 5 of them for the price of 4 if you buy 4.
All right. Another 200 gold added on.
400. They're 100 apiece.
Yeah, 400 gold added on.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Nice try, though. Nice try. All right, so
Hang on. You went back? Well, we don't have overnight potions, and now you're not one.
Stop.
And
Did
and,
you
Zach
tell
got-
anybody that you were going back?
I mean,
not
okay,
really.
we're like in the fucking, well, okay. Based on the layout of what direction we're gonna go to get there anyhow, that purchase more or less would be happening after we've left the estate and are passing Seaport in order to go on to the valley.
So
so
you're
it would-
pulling up.
on the way.
Taking me with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going
also,
to try
this
to
is
haggle
probably a
us
good
a
time to
better
mention-
price, given that, we just bought shit in bulk.
He actually just gave him a good price.
I'm still going to try to haggle us a better price.
All right. I already gave you the best price I possibly could. He's giving you guys 5 of them for the price of 4. He's buy 4,
Okay.
buy get 1 free basically. So he's giving you 5 for the price of 4. Like that's the best he could do on that one.
And
Like,
how?
so
What's
he'll be blunt. He's like, I'm only making 20 gold a piece on each one of these, and do remember they do take a long time to brew. So
Am I aware of the deal that Gruck decided to negotiate with this individual?
I don't know.
I mean-
Greg, did you tell him?
I mean, I hadn't yet, but I was about to before he started that.
Okay.
You mean the
Ah,
deal
this-
where we bring him stuff and he makes stuff, or what?
Well, yeah. While we're en route, keep your eyes open in the valley and in the caves for anything that might be useful, because we can bring it back and give it to him to offset the cost of all of this stuff. Because right now, all of this stuff is just over 2,600 gold.
Oh, did you charge it or what?
Yeah.
And if John doesn't come back, we lose the house.
Well, I mean, you could still give him the money for it,
1650 is
but
what you're at. You're just below
yeah, because
2,000.
2650.
What else did you buy? You were at 1250 plus 400. 1650.
No, that because the I see what I did. I see what I did. I see what I did.
I don't mind you
Yeah,
more
no,
but
Agree with the DM and move on.
No, I wrote it wrong
right
in here,
here.
so I thought that something was 250 each, not 50 each.
that's as far over as it goes, sweetheart.
Does anybody have 400 gold?
I do.
Can we just
I
pay
can-
the tab?
I can rob some people if you want.
I've got like another
Just do not
20.
do it around my shop if you do not mind.
Oh, by the way, do you know anyone named Nordhoff?
No. I do believe he is a captain that comes to port. But I do not know
Oh.
for sure. I do not know all the captains by name all the time, but that does ring a bell. I believe he maybe he has a fleet of ships. I do not know, but that name is from Thorburn if you are curious of the origin.
Okay. Is he a good guy, a bad guy?
I do
Wait.
not know.
Spell that name?
It's in the chat.
Okay. For some reason, I thought one of the two of you said not hoof, and I was like, wait, the opposite of crayons? Automatically a good guy.
I'll make sure to get that clip and send it right to him.
By all means. Also, have him text me, like, his information so I can pay him for the fucking lightsabers.
Yeah, I can send you the email address.
Okay. It's like,
Ping.
I can PayPal him the money if he's got a PayPal account.
He does. Yeah.
What'd you want me to
I'll
do with
send
the
it to you
400 pink?
Give me the 400, and I'm going to use that plus everything I have to pay this dude off now so that we're not in debt.
Okay. Okay, I took 400 out of my account.
That way,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like I just eliminated the gold from my account. Like that puts us out of debt.
Okay. Are we Lannisters now?
mean-
Except for we're the smart Lannisters because we're not going to go so far in debt that we can't pay it all.
Yeah.
There wasn't like interest being put on. It was just
I don't like people having collateral. Like,
short-term solution.
I'm not like I understand, and I'm not arguing that it wasn't a good decision. I'm saying I have the capability, or between Gruck and myself, we have the capability to eliminate that debt. Just better to not be in debt than to be in debt, especially
that-
to.
That was Vol, not me.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, like, wait.
Trying
did
to
I-
answer a text message about this weekend, and it's true.
Here, you want me to turn it to you?
Look, you're wearing Pinkie Pie.
Camera
Your
shot.
ponies.
Not usually.
I know the feeling.
Get her the whiskey.
Like I just, personal scruples. I don't like somebody having collateral over us if we can help it, and in
Fair
this
enough.
particular case, we could help it.
Fair enough. At the time, it wasn't an option, and we needed stuff. So
I just I understand why you did it. I'm not arguing that it wasn't a good decision because it was. But given what the total was, we could, just pay it off now. And then we don't have to worry about making an extra stop on the way back.
Collateral is a pretty dangerous thing in this world, anyway. I say that in Infernal, by the way.
I mean, theoretically, I guess we kind of are.
You and me may get into business later on. I have a business proposition, if I may say so.
Is that an Infernal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it is literally full of fae and fairies. So.
Do they speak?
If you speak to them, they only speak Sylvan.
What do they say?
Sylvan learning.
So.
No.
Are
Can
they
I-
saying anything in passing? Are
Well,
they
you can hear
speaking
them
to one
talking.
another?
Yeah. Do you speak
Can-
Sylvan?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
do
you
too.
can hear them talking. They're
About
just
anything in particular?
No, not really anything in particular. They're just talking about the day, how good it is, random things. They're talking about you guys at times as you're going by.
Can we
A
ask
couple
them
of them are
about?
taking bets on if you'll make it to the tower or not.
Hey Matt, can you map out our trip really quick so I can see kind of what we're doing?
Yes, I absolutely can.
Can I roll a, like you said, are they actually placing bets on whether or not we'll make it to the tower?
Yes.
Can we place bets as
how-
well?
How much is, like, can I overhear how much one person is wagering that we are not going to make it to the tower?
You're not exactly sure what they're wagering. The words they're using is not typical words for what you're used to. They're not currency.
Can
It sounds like they're betting years or lives, or you're not really sure what exactly they're betting.
can I hear
bet my life.
can I hear confirmation that the bet has been made and accepted?
Oh yeah.
Then I will turn and reply, let you in on a secret, we're not going to the tower. So whoever bet that we're not going to make it to the tower is
You
right.
won't.
You can hear a bunch of sprites laughing, which is very high pitched and chirpy. And they will. The one will pay up, and does that by like literally. They hold their hands up, and you can see the one glow, and it glows into the other one. You're still not entirely sure what they bet.
Huh.
Can we ask them about the Valley of Death? Maybe they know something. They've been living here for a while.
You could ask, or John can ask if you don't speak Sylvan.
You said you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I speak Sylvan. I'll
Okay, yeah,
ask.
then yeah, absolutely, you can ask. Oh, we don't know much about that. We stay here in all Valley. I can't do a really high pitched voice. It's part of the losing of the
Well,
voice right now.
maybe some legends or something. Anything could be interesting.
Demons, gods live there. Forgotten gods. Careful, sweetheart. Careful.
You said demons.
Demons and forgotten gods. Yes. Demons and Forgotten Gods. You know what? This one's gonna have a deep voice. Deep voice. Demons and Forgotten Gods.
Balls of steel.
Cursed. Parts of the valley are definitely cursed. Even
Well,
the
we
air
like curses.
itself is cursed. Hurts those who breathe in certain areas.
I think I'm gonna have fun in this valley.
Can we go for a swim?
What do you have to offer us?
My friend here needs to bathe.
What's he offering us? Don't let me touch
What
the
do they
pool
want?
of life without gifts.
I
They
am the
want
gift.
they want you to offer tribute in order to enter the water.
You can
Where's the
have
bull?
ambrosia.
That's just far more useful than you walking in water.
Yeah, I see that. You offer ambrosia.
What does the pool do?
Do you guys? He looks at
Get-
you like not sure what you're saying.
It gets you wet.
Jiggity.
What does the pool do?
Can I do like a history check? Is there like a any healing properties to this pool that is called the Pool of Life?
Go ahead and roll a history check then. Saxon, you have heard that this pool is not just the pool. Holy crud! The Pool of Life. That it actually is also known in lore as the Pool of Youth, the Fountain of Youth. That it revitalizes and makes you younger, restores your life and extends it.
Oh, I want to belly flop this son of a bitch. They can have Gruck.
Gruck and Vol. You guys will know those stories and will know that those stories are false. However, there is minor healing properties in there. It does tend to help you gain more rest. You feel more rested after you've drank from the water. Like it helps you with your resting, basically.
So pretty much, if we just fill some vials up with that stuff, we can save ourselves $100 every night.
It does not have the same effect as his does. However,
Oh.
after hearing this, you are fairly sure that it is a key component of his potion. Of knowing this, and Zach, you do know all of this, and you also know that it is actually. You certainly may if you wish. You will know that it is not the pool itself that is doing this. It is actually the number of sprites that are here and the pixies. Their presence is actually what helps purify this water and help it gain this glow and effects.
Do they know what? Like, can they detect magical items?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Pixies are weird, dude. They can do all kinds of stuff. Well, hi, Chloe. You're underneath Daddy's seat.
See, I'm guessing for me to do something like that would actually be more along the lines of chaotic evil.
Yes, it would.
That's kind of my assumption.
That's why I said you certainly may if you wish.
If you're not going to do it, will you tell us what it was?
That flask of poison that I bought, just dump it into the pool.
I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
Can I try and steal a vial of water?
Go ahead and sleight of hand it. There is a lot of them, so it is at disadvantage.
Okay. 17.
Wow.
You're still able to.
Wow.
What can I say? I'm a gifted little guy.
Let's just hope you still got some.
Can I roll a
Good
perception
rolls.
on that?
Yes. You saw him do it.
Okay,
You also noticed that none of the pixies noticed. So.
I did not.
Let's see. What valuables do I have on my person that I am now going to tuck squarely behind my balls?
The biggest question I have at this point is, what kind of trouble am I going to get in for belly flopping the Fountain of Youth?
That's true because you're thinking about the view. How old is your character?
I don't think 25.
He wants to get younger.
What? Start early, man. Okay, technically, my character can look however old he wants.
Well, yeah, but it's not the same thing, though.
I know. They can have Grok.
Right.
You could
Anyway.
certainly try to belly flop in. There's no problem with that.
You can ask them if you can stay here. You can live with them.
Can I try to steal one more file?
It will be a disadvantage again,
Okay.
and they will have a bonus. So.
I'm going to.
Does anybody have inspiration?
What are they going to do if they see me? Is the question.
Who knows?
With any luck, they'll like piss in your vial.
I'm just gonna.
Natural one,
Does anybody have inspiration?
please. Somebody.
You know what? Warwick uses his inspiration.
Thank you. How
So just
does
roll it-
inspiration?
roll it normal, and you'll get to use the normal one.
Oh, he's still gonna
Say
fail.
just take the first one.
So I roll again or
We'll
take the
just
first?
take the first one. It's easier. So yes, you are able to, but you do realize that one of them starts to look over at you, and all of a sudden there's like this loud noise on the other side of the pool down a little ways, and all of their attention snaps over there. There's nothing there that you see, but they are glaring at something. Now,
I think we
Jackson, you
should
can see
go.
Warwick that just stepped on a stick and goes. Waves at him, and they're just like glaring at him.
Oh god.
Shall we
What?
continue on?
So, pretty much, we can't go in the water, right?
Not that you are aware of. I mean, you can certainly try.
I mean, theoretically, you could just jump in and see what happens.
I was just gonna walk over it.
I'm not going to.
They will. The pixies will fly up and like holding their hands in front of you as you approach the water closer.
Oh.
You're not trying to stealth or anything up to it, so. And you're not really capable of stealth anyway.
What's that supposed to mean? Gosh.
It means you suck at sneaking. Duh.
It means you're a big guy in a shiny armor.
But it's black.
Yeah.
It'll have you in front of you.
Does it reflect light though?
Not really,
Oh.
but it does make a lot of noise as he moves. As with every armor.
Oh well.
Now, Saxon, are you going to try to belly flop in?
Nah.
If
Oh,
anybody wants to make a
wait.
perception check, no? You've been here long enough that you might be able to see something more about it. Do you want to play at that? Okay.
Ah, my perception sucks.
And Volt, or let's see. Oh, that's everybody's. Okay. Gruff,
Can
you were the
I
only
do
one that
something
noticed-
before?
Yes.
I want to use my Master of Tactics and give him advantage as a bonus action
Okay.
on the perception check.
To who?
Vol.
Okay.
Oh, so roll again, or
Yeah. Better.
yeah.
Gruck is the only one that is going to notice this. In the middle of the lake, you can see something larger moving underwater. As you focus on it a little while, you start to realize they are larger humanoid shapes, probably closer to the size of a human. You're not exactly sure what they are. They do look female in nature, but you could definitely tell that they are protecting the lake in a whole nother way.
Not from me.
So,
I really wish I had an ocarina.
you really wish you had what?
An ocarina.
Hey.
I am not going to point it out to anybody else.
Like IRL or in game?
In game.
Okay.
Well, IRL in game. OOC, I wish I had ocarina because of the Ocarina of Time.
Well, I like assumed that that had something to do with it.
All right. So, are you guys continuing on from the pool of life, or are you going to spend some more time here?
I'm down the road, up the hill. I don't take your pick, whatever it is.
All right. Yes, Chloe, I see it. Well, did you stop it? There you are. All right, so you guys will continue on. You climb up the hill. This is the most arduous part of the journey that you will have. Going down isn't so bad, but it is steep and it is winding. When you get to the top, you do have a spectacular view of. You can see the very top edge of Seaport, some of the larger houses. You can see down to. Yes, Chloe. Shh, Daddy's talking here. Okay, I'll start it again, but you got to be quiet. You can see the pool of death, the pool of life, and the valley of death. The valley of death is a very, very, very dense jungle. Gruck, you have been in it briefly before, when you fell off the cliff. When you
I did not fall. I jumped.
When you leaped off the cliff. That is the only time you have been in the Valley of Death. The best description of this, without going into too much detail, is this is basically Mirkwood from The Hobbit. It's an extremely, extremely thick growth of trees.
You mean like where the spiders are at?
Yes. The only difference is instead of being more, what do you want? Chloe, shh. Daddy is talking. Yeah, you can do it yourself, okay? And stop spinning. Instead of being Western style trees like oaks and whatnot, it is actually more tropical and more like a rainforest. So it's very wet, very damp, very cold, very warm.
Anybody
It's
who's
unnatural.
whoever's at the back of the line, keep an eye out for predatory animals.
How are you guys doing your line then?
Should we go?
I'm squishy. I'm in the middle.
I'm squishy as well. I'm in the middle as well.
Vol, I guess you're in the back.
Who's got better reflexes?
I got.
You got better reflexes? I'll back you up if you take point.
Okay.
That
Before
way-
we go, I stole 2 vials of magical water from the pixies. Does anyone want one?
What's it do?
I know what it does, but what does it do? I forgot.
It basically helps with a rest. It helps you be more rested. You can get the effects of a long rest in about half the time. You're also positive that it is one of the base components of the potion that Estelle makes. In other words, you could probably sell it to him for a pretty good price.
That's what it does.
Well, hold on to them. I guess they might come in handy. Either
Okay.
we need them, or you can sell them.
Okay.
All right. You guys will journey through the Valley of Death on the path as you are till you get to the point that was described to you by the dwarf, and this is the point you will venture slightly north into a new valley. There is a very subtle path that you will be following that it disappears for times, comes back at other times. Chloe. After a little while of journeying through there, a couple hours, you will notice that the trees themselves seem to lessen down here, although the canopy is still there, very much so. And you can see towards the top of the valley a large pyramid temple, Aztec style layering.
Let's go kill Montezuma.
Montezuma killing time. Alright, as you guys head towards the pyramid temple, you try to cross cracked and overgrown flagstones, stepping over fallen and shattered pillars, pushing aside vines and briars. Are you gonna say something?
Is our destination said temple?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop everybody, and I'm going to cast aid on myself, Vol, and Saxon. It's increase your hit points by 5 for 8 hours.
It is your maximum hit point increases as well as you get that 5 hit points. Just an FYI, safing that is not a bad idea because it is a very good pinch heal because it just gives everybody X number of hit points.
It's true.
Is it touch or is it range? I didn't look at that.
It's range, I do believe, unless it is touch.
Okay, no, it is 30 feet.
What?
So I would save it as a pinch heal.
She had to work late.
What time of day is it?
Let's say
It's getting a little bit darker. It's the sun's starting to fade.
Can I recommend that we actually rest before we go in? I mean, we'll have to set up watches and whatnot, but it's probably safer out here than it is in there.
Well, and in with the healing, prayer of healing is going to be better than aid.
Yeah,
for
but
the
aid
same
is good for like
spell
in
up.
combat. Like, oh shoot, somebody just took a couple. Like, we just took a fireball to the face.
Oh well, yeah, okay. I didn't look at that casting time to 10 minutes. So yeah, that doesn't work out very good. That's
so.
in
Go back
breaks
to
and
my.
shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Go back to my
prayer of
regular
healing
hit
is
points.
after combat heals is what it is. What?
Yeah, I got you.
So go back down to regular hit points.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
I was just recommending. I found that it makes a very good one that way. So.
Yeah, I didn't think.
All right, so you guys are gonna make camp where you are here.
Like, we'll have to set up watches, but I would, like, I mean, because our other option is go and fight until one of us needs to take a rest.
Those are your options.
But then we're resting inside the cave.
You've also been journeying for about 16 miles through treacherous and difficult things to walk on, holding things on your back. You're probably tired.
Yeah, and besides that, while we're outside getting ready to set up these watches and whatnot, can I scrounge around for any fungus and moss or anything if there's any outside the temple?
Absolutely, you can. Make a herbalism check with intelligence, please. Or a nature check if you have it proficient.
Yeah. I've got my herbalism kit set up. Do I still have that or no? Because I got that from.
Yeah.
But didn't I get
kit you still
herbalism
have.
kit from?
What?
Yeah, the kit I still have from Acolyte.
Background. Yeah. So roll it with a query attribute and query it to intelligence.
Can I try to give him advantage?
Yes,
to
you
help
can.
him with the...
You can aid him with it. Go ahead. So you can re-roll that again, Gruck. See if it is better or worse, and you get the better one.
Yep. Don't.
All right, so 14 it is. You'll be able to look around a little bit. You'll find some key components, things that are unique. You're pretty sure you're going to be able to get about 50 gold out of it. But through searching until it is actually the sun is fully set, that is what you're able to find. Sweetheart. You want to say hi to Uncle Pig now? No? Okay. Sorry, Uncle Pink.
It's fine.
Now she does. She sees you.
Hi.
She says hi.
Do you have hand glasses?
Her binoculars, she can see you.
Binoculars.
Daddy,
Yes, Chloe.
outside? Wow. Daddy.
My mom, for some reason, gave me a Star Wars fidget spinner for Christmas, and Chloe is fascinated with it being on the desk and just spinning it. I
don't understand fidget spinners, but okay.
I don't either, but it fascinates her, so I'm not.
Hey, if it makes her happy, like
pretty much.
Whatever works.
So I just keep it on my desk and occasionally just give it a spin, and she watches it for a while and it works. All right, so you guys will make camp. I will need each one of you to make a perception check and let me know when you guys are doing watches. Who's doing?
I'll take
what?
first.
I'll go second.
I'll take last.
That was persuasion. Sorry.
Hey, Chloe. Daddy needs
You can always
to
try to talk the trees into not doing anything.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Alright, the night does go uneventfully for the most part. Nothing nothing too out of the ordinary, although none of you rest extremely well. There is all kinds of noises you are not used to here. All kinds of scents, sounds. The light filters through the trees differently. But you guys will eventually... Like, basically, if you guys had spent spells, you would have a harder time regaining them right now. But nobody really cast anything, so it's okay. You do get enough rest to go in. You just aren't fully rested. Like, you're not exhausted more or anything. Alright? Everybody good then? Anything else?
Yep.
If we do this again, I'm going to try to kill a snake while I'm on watch.
Alright, so as you guys do all the things, you know, stepping over the fallen and shattered pillars, pushing aside vines and briars, when you are nearly to the temple, the sound of creatures crashing through the underbrush comes from behind you. You turn around to see... What?
Nate, can I just have, like, passive perception going at all times?
Everybody has passive perception going
Well,
all the time.
like I'm actively looking around more so than normal.
You can, yes. What is your passive perception, though? If everybody wants to post their passive perception for this game, that would probably be useful for me. Useful.
What's the easiest way to tell what passive is?
It's on the first page of your thing. Chloe, Daddy is busy. Okay. Holy cow, 20, Zach.
Like, given that we're someplace that I don't know a whole hell of a lot about, I want to make sure my eyes and ears are open.
Makes sense. And if everybody wants to also tell me their hit points and their AC, just so I can write those down as well. Just so I have all the information in case, so I don't have to keep asking things.
That doesn't seem tight. What's that?
It's also probably good for everybody to know each other's stuff anyway, so you know about where you're at. Wow, are you not wearing any armor, Saxon?
See, that's what I thought. I thought I could have sworn I bought some armor, but it's not showing up here, so I guess not.
I'm pretty sure you're wearing at least leather, probably studded leather, which means you should have at least a 15. You should have at least studded leather by now.
I do, and
Yeah,
Just studded leather.
It's just not showing up on your thing. Just change your AC to 15. Because, yeah.
32.15. I was like, that just doesn't make any sense.
No, it really didn't. That's why I was like, let me know. All right. So yeah, on passive perceptions, you guys will, like I said, you will definitely hear the creatures crashing through the underbrush coming from behind you. It is quick and sudden, loud noises. You turn around to see people moving through the woods towards the clearing around the pyramid. Then suddenly, the earth shudders and gapes open beneath your feet. You, all of you, are falling amid the roar of collapsing masonry. Dust fills the air, and the sunlight disappears as darkness swallows you. Unfortunately, there is no way to avoid that. But there's no damage with it either, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yay!
You
All right.
forced us in. You.
I forced you in.
We just got there and we already died.
And you're already dead. No, it starts you in the most fun place you can be for the entire thing. So, let me get you guys out here.
The boss's lair.
The boss's lair.
That'd
We
be
work in
fucking
reverse in this
great,
group.
wouldn't it? It gets progressively easier.
We found the Skyrim door at the beginning, and we just went through it.
Where are we at?
I'm putting you guys in and changing the thing now. Okay, here you
Oh,
go.
okay.
You're in, and you guys are over here.
There we go.
It is
Yay.
dark. Zach, you cannot see anything.
Yep.
You went and stole from somebody in the marketplace, but you didn't do anything about not being able to see in the dark.
Well, if I remember correctly, Saxon did say last time that we'll get a few torches.
I said we should. I also didn't leave the house.
Did
If you
I
have-
blind?
I don't need
I don't
them.
have a torch.
if
It's
you have
okay.
a basic,
I can see.
If you have if you have a basic like explorer's kit or one of those things, they usually do come with torches.
Yeah, but it's, how many is it? I think it's like, what, 10? I think.
Yeah.
Do I just have to like walk around constantly casting prestidigitation?
Hopefully not.
I was thinking, no, I mean, I've got an explorer's pack. I'm just checking to see how many it is.
It's 10.
Hey, I have an explorer's pack.
All
So
right,
you guys do
well,
have torches.
I will take like 5 of the torches out of my pack and give them to Zach.
In
Please,
the dark,
Zach?
without light,
Yeah.
just start
Grunt's
handing
holding it
in
out to
things.
you. You can't see that.
I have
Alright.
both of my hands are fully extended in front of me, trying to reach for something.
You can clearly
My-
see
my
he doesn't
chin-
see you.
My chin is going to just like crack against my sternum. And then I'm going to place them in your outstretched arms.
All right.
Okay.
There's
Now
some
please
fumbling.
light the torch because I don't have anything to light it as well.
Like,
I try to climb the wall
realistically, we
to get
shouldn't.
back outside.
We shouldn't light the damn torch because if we do light the torch, then everyone's gonna know we're here.
Yeah, but he can't see. In
Well,
other words,
that's a
you'll definitely
personal
want to get
fucking problem.
you'll definitely want to get goggles of night for him at some point. Good job, Chloe. You got it.
Yeah, I thought about it, but they are very expensive. At least for me right now.
That's a long ways away. Let's,
You're
you know,
a
we'll think
pickpocket.
about that down the
Steal
line.
them.
That's not a normal item. It's hard to get by. I won't just meet someone with goggles of night in the middle of
Whoa, that really
the
illuminated.
Have
There
you
you
never cased a joint before? What kind of thief are you?
I'm not a
Alright.
thief. I'm the one who leads them.
All right, so
Guys.
you guys are now at the bottom here. You are in a long, narrow chamber running east to west. In the center of the apartment, in other words, by the way, the left-hand side of the screen is north. It throws that off.
Okay.
It throws me off every time on that. Chloe, shh. I'll spin it one more time, but you gotta be quiet. Daddy's busy. Running east to west. The center of this apartment is a dome-shaped on the floor. In the east wall is a blank-faced stone door. The west end of this room is blocked by the fallen stone and rubble, apparently the result of the collapse. The two side walls appear to have several niches cut into them. The shape in the center of the chamber appears to be a small alcove, protected by a half dome, with the open end facing towards the door in the east wall. The alcove is set in a recessed, shallow tiled wall, 1 foot deep and 10 foot wide. The alcove itself is 4 feet high. The recesses contain some sort of display. The displays appear to be dioramas depicting a hunting party of Ulman warriors in feathered and deer-hide garments. Ulman being the name of the old civilization here. In deer-side garments on a mountainside scene. Some have pulled down a stag with the aid of a dog. Another group is cleaning a small mule deer. And others have cornered a panther with their spears. A scout watches the panther from the outcropping above. He holds a metal staff with a loop in its end. It looks like a shepherd's crook. The 3 niches on both the northern and southern walls are 5 feet wide and about 3 feet off the floor. Each niche contains a diorama depicting some aspect of tribal life. The 6-inch figures in all of the displays appear to be made of stucco, realistically and brightly painted. The scenes portrayed representing farming, fishing, religion, warfare, and the creation story and crafting. A cave-in completely blocks the west end of the chamber, as at short intervals, small amounts of rubble and dirt come spilling into the room. Several large stones appear to have wedged themselves tightly, closing the collapse. And that's kind of what the little statue things look like. What do you do?
Kill each other in a fit of rage.
In a fit of panic, you mean?
I guess observe the niches and see if they do anything.
Is there an opening in the that center underneath the dome? Because is the dome directly over top of that center pedestal, or is it like off to the side, kind of
directly over it?
Directly over it.
Yes.
Is there a hole in the center of that pedestal, or like on a side of it or something?
No, there's no hole on it. It's completely a diorama made there with mountain scene, and it has all that stuff on it I was describing earlier.
Oh, okay. I thought that was on the wall.
No, the wall ones also have dioramas. It's like a little museum in here. Chloe.
You said that the cave-in is pretty thick.
Very thick, and stones have seemed to collapse. Stay out of that, please, Chloe. Spin that, but don't go in there.
So we just sit there and cast Eldritch Blast for the next year and a half.
Wouldn't do a thing. Every time you would cast it, it would just have more rubble coming.
Well, I mean, theoretically, you would eventually dig out Seaport.
Eventually, I guess. It may take more than a year, though. Stay out of my microphone box.
I mean, the rest of the time.
That's all right. We know where the fairies live. Well.
Okay. So, sorry. You're going to look at that one?
Yeah. Observe it, look around, feel it, see if it does anything. Or
you can move the things around in there if you'd like. There are 12 commoners engaged in farming, planting maize, harvesting wheat. There seems to be 5 tribal warriors that are standing guards, and a priest in a bird costume, which seems to be blessing the fields.
Do each of the notches have the same thing in them?
No, they each have something different. They represent different aspects of tribal life. There's one for fishing, one for farming, one for religion, one for warfare, the creation story, and one for crafting.
Does the location of those in the notches line up with the pedestal in the center?
The
Like,
pedestal
is
in the
it
center
lined
shows
up?
a hunting party. They each seem to be just depicting a different aspect of their life.
Are there any kind of titles?
There is not. No, there is not.
Then I guess I don't know.
There is a door still on the what is that? The east wall,
East
as
side.
well as the dioramas. So.
That's a door?
Can I? What happens if we touch the statues?
Nothing happens when you touch the statues. You can pick them up. You can look at them. Set them back down on the pedestal. And, everything's fine.
But when you pick it up, you got to put something in its place.
I will examine the door.
Okay.
Saxon moves back.
The door is carved with a sun symbol and appears to open into the room. There are hinges on this side and scratches on the floor. There is no visible lock or handle on it, although a slight gap stretches across the top of the door. 8 holes seem to have been bored into the door. They are about an inch in diameter, but nothing can be seen in them. The door seems to be fairly thick. The top of it is arched with the lintel is arched with a keystone on top.
This is basically
So-
the first door. What are the chances that it's trapped?
What are you gonna do? You just gonna kick it? I mean, go for it.
I want to search for traps.
I'll give you guidance for your strength check.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Searching for traps. Give me a C. You're doing investigation.
Investigate.
Can I assist him?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll that again, Zach.
11.
11 is guaranteed to happen. You are not seeing any traps of any sort.
Nope, seems fine. Who wants to check it first? Try and open it.
I thought that was you.
No, I just check it for traps.
Yeah, you can,
Nothing's
you
there.
guys- anybody
Seriously,
can try perception
that's
as well.
all you do?
Pretty much, yeah. I find it, I disarm it. That's it.
He aids people in
Can-
combat.
You said how many little holes are there? Slots that are an inch?
8 of them.
Do you think maybe we need to take one of these little figures from each diorama and put it in there, and then something else, or
Yeah, I'll do the size matchup.
I don't know. That's how big are the
That's-
little statue things?
The statues are fairly large. There is
Oh,
they're 6 inches, 8 inches, somewhere in there.
Is there a pattern to the holes that are in the door? Or does it look
There
like
is.
somebody just shot it?
They're about an inch in diameter. No, they just randomly put. They seem to be just put in there randomly.
Like somebody
Oh.
tried to beat the door down, and then were scratching at the floor trying to escape before they died? Are there any bones in this room?
There are not any bones in this room, actually.
Okay, well-
Saxon, as you're inspecting the door, you will notice that on top of the door, which for some reason you can see the top of, just underneath the, let's see. Yeah, it's near the top of the door, kind of hidden behind the sun. You will find a keyhole that is well hidden. It's just above your eye level, but you are able to see it.
Okay, so now we just need to find the key.
What's the shape of the keyhole?
Let's see. It seems to be it's kind of ovalish in shape. It doesn't seem like it has a major thing. As give me an investigation check on that specifically. If somebody wants to investigate the keyhole itself.
I'll give him a guidance on it.
yeah.
All right, Vol, Saxon, you're not sure.
God damn
and
those
who did
rolls.
you give the guidance to, by the way?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because everybody rolled.
So you're like
Give it to the guy with a 9.
I mean, I guess that wasn't necessarily my intention, so theoretically it would have been whoever stepped up first.
Just give it to each
Uh-oh.
person. Everybody can go ahead and roll d4s, although I'm going to tell you right now, Vol Saxon, it's not going to matter for you guys.
Okay.
Fuck you, I'm doing it anyways.
14.
You're looking at it, you're pretty sure, first off, you're almost positive you can't pick it. It's not a normal lock, but it does look like it has a mechanism in there that is wider, like the entrance, but small at the top, and it looks like it rotates. So something that's a little bit larger at the end than it is in the stick, basically.
Can I search this thing here for a hidden compartment or something?
You sure can. Give me an investigation roll on that.
While he's at it, I'll start with one of these or something.
27. Finally.
7. As you are looking at it, you will notice the various statues there. And you notice that the shepherd's crook on the scout, on the mountain looking like a panther, lines up perfectly with what you were looking for.
I should have known.
I'll take it and try to open the door.
Alright. It will open the door. The door is fairly hard to move. It is fairly large. But once you start getting it moving a little bit, which just takes a little bit of effort from you, it will start to grind and move very easily as it swings open the rest of the way. And the next door is open. Let's take a quick break. I have to use the restroom. So
This is probably a good plan. Gary.
So we'll take a quick break here and come right back. All right.
By the way, I used the power pole to get on top of the door to get to the keyhole.
That works.
Pretty much.
It's actually the most useful of all the items in there, but a few of those items are just fun. Like the billowing cloak. Oh yeah. No.
When I heard about the pole, I really knew that I wanted that thing.
There's some neat items in there.
If I was a monk, I totally would have gone for the 10-foot pole.
That's something he can make more of too. It's a fairly useful item. So
after Grunk dies in this temple, then I'll re-roll a monk. Have him pick one.
I love how you're just so confident about it. I mean, you've only cleared room 1 of, was it 50 rooms?
Okay.
So
1 down, 50 to go. We are talking small numbers here, I see.
Yeah. There's a couple of things I did forget to mention earlier that I should probably mention. Especially as you enter this next room. That last room was a little too full of dust to really notice this. Although when you lit your torch, I should have said something then. Chloe, that is enough. Please stop the noises. Alright. When you went to light your torch, it would have taken a little more effort than normal. It took more effort to light. It took several tries, and the flame is glowing this weird red, rather than the normal like oranges color. It's like a really deep red. Think like a Sith's blade from Star Wars.
Can I tell why?
You can certainly make a perception check or a knowledge check. And actually,
Does the flame get stronger if it's fed blood?
try that too. It's actually reduced. I forgot about that too. Reduced radius.
Oh, even better. What's a knowledge check?
Knowledge nature would be the best of the choices. However, history could also work, but it will not have. It'll be a higher DC.
8.
You're not sure.
Well, something is in the air, that's for sure.
So a couple other things to note: the ceilings in these places are roughly 20 feet high in most places. So 20-foot doors are 20-foot height there.
The doors are 20 foot high, or just the ceiling above the door? Oh, okay.
The ceilings, yeah. As you guys are looking around, give me a perception check. This is everybody.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, then don't roll then.
What the shit? Oh, just like back me out of the whole
Natural
page.
Good.
And hold on one second. Where you guys are actually matters, so go back to over this area for now. While I'm going through this. Did you want to roll, Saxon, or no?
Yeah, it backed me out of the page. That's why I was being smart at the
Saxon, you're the only one that's going to notice that the stonework seems to have started to chip and fray during the years of it being here. You are fairly sure that any type of large explosions or things that cause quite a bit of shaking will actually cause things to fall. So do be careful in the rooms.
Huh. Hey, Matt, can you center me on my character? Never mind.
Okay, so I had that open now. All right, so is everybody going into that room?
I will relay that information. Right. Explosions are bad.
No casting fireball.
Basically,
I mean,
yes. Chloe.
I already couldn't, but
there's other spells that do similar effects.
Are those benches up ahead that I see?
They are large flag. Like they're slightly. Here, let me read the whole thing. Hold on, Chloe. Please stop. Saxon, are you moving into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. I just gotta token placement actually matters. So, in dungeons. All right. The stone walls of this corridor are carved to resemble a stack of bamboo-like logs. The passage slopes down from a single door on its western ledge. Chloe, shh. Daddy's busy. Go play in the rest of the room, okay? From the western ledge, the lintel of which can be I've thrown off now. The passage slopes down from the single door on its western ledge, the lintel of which has been crafted to represent a stylized cave entrance. It leads to double doors of beaten bronze worked to resemble the forest of seaweed. Chloe, go in there, okay? Go play over there. I'm proud of you for being able to assemble these, but you're speaking right into my microphone, okay? Alright, so those things that you were asking are if they're benches. They are actually additional logs that are sticking out, bamboo logs. It's in a thicker grove in that section.
What are you talking about?
He was asking about these here.
Oh,
the walls look like they're carved bamboo logs. So, it's like you're walking through a marsh towards a cave entrance. Alright, so you guys can continue to move.
Is it still just stone floors?
It is. It is stone floors as you are moving along.
Is it stone ceiling?
It is, although it is stylized to look like a cave.
I'm gonna take a specific look, like on the wall, next to those logs and in between them, before I cross it. I'm paranoid.
Give me a perception check.
I want to try and poke the tiles with the pole.
Alright. They just seem like they are increased. What it really looks like to you is it looks like these walls may have been damaged here, and they added an additional slab and recarved things over it to hide damage to the wall. Is really what it looks like, Gruck.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I
I
will approach the door.
How much does your character weigh, by the way?
Mine, Let me see. 240 base. About 360.
About 360. Okay.
Where do you find your base weight?
In the like race part of the handbook,
Oh,
and then it's on the bio page, top right, if you put it in there.
As they are walking across, I'm assuming you guys are kind of walking closer to each other. I need Zach to make a reflex save to see how quickly
What?
he can say something.
Why me? Oh, okay. 8.
8? All right, not quick
Yep.
enough. As both Gruck, who is walking first, and Vol are at this point here, the walls will all of a sudden slam shut. You can they come in up this direction and have made a new wall there. The trap is triggered. Those logs have swung out from either wall. I will need both of the two of them. Or actually, nobody's in that range, so you guys are good on that. Yeah.
so pretty much we're in a
You're
we're
two sep-
separated.
Yes. However, you can see through the logs. There's about 6-inch gaps between each log.
What
but
are they
also
made
swing
of?
back. Stone. Very solid stone.
And we can't blow it because everything will go bang.
Oh, we can. It's over there that it's weak.
Can I try to investigate the tiles?
Yeah.
See if
What
they
you
are.
saw, what you tried to warn them for, but you weren't able to get it out quick enough, was they were about to step on a very large pressure plate that neither one of them saw. Your passive perception caught it, though.
Can I try to disable the trap?
You sure may. It will take your thief stills.
15.
All right, 15. Yeah. It's gonna take about 5 minutes. But you are able to eventually, as you're working, you can hear it, and you can hear they start to come back. You got to move quick backwards, but you have time as they reset themselves. Looking at the pressure plate, give me an investigation check.
19.
19. All right, so you realize that it needs the weight of about an average of about 3 to 4 people on it to activate it. Like, you could walk over it by yourself, Gruck could walk over it by himself, but by 2 people walking on it, 2 people that are both in heavy armor, wearing having heavy packs, actually activated the trap. It is possible, you're pretty sure, to wedge these so they don't get used. But given the fact that you have found a pressure plate, you want to be on the lookout for more.
You guys weigh too much.
That is what he says. There is a...
Did you guys
All
take
right.
that little bottle that I had out?
Well, then, yeah.
Do you want me to be in the front?
Do you want to be in the front?
Not really.
Well, as the rookie, you don't have a boat yet.
The options are I go ahead or we just stand here. Like,
If I remember correctly, as the rookie, I need to be protected. Not sent first. Okay, let's go.
if you're confident in your ability to spot things, then you should probably be in the front because I'm most likely not going to.
I can see them if they are not in the dark.
All right. So, yeah. Given your limited range, it does help a little bit, but you'll be able to see enough. You'll get to the door. Like I said, it looks like it is... Whoops. What in the world? Okay.
Does it start spitting me
Did-
with green goo?
No.
Is that
That needs to stop. All right. I didn't realize I had clicked onto that. Although that would be really fun if it just started spinning green goo. No, you guys will be able to open the doors without a problem. They are not locked. All right, so the door will open to the next level, or next one. The room is constructed
I'm
of
s-
large stone blocks.
I don't want.
I don't want to go further anymore. I see something.
buttressed.
And that something most likely sees me as well.
That something just moved.
Yep.
The room is constructed of large stone blocks, buttressed in corners. The walls are wet and slimy, and mud covers most of the floor, and a thin coating. To the east wall, or to the east and west, may be seen doors, stone doors, recessed into the walls, and the north, a set of stairs leading down. In the center of the chamber sits a large polished boulder amid a pile of smaller round rocks. The boulder is 5 feet tall and colored brown with dark streaks and spots. Leaning against it appears to be a bamboo staff. In the mud around the base of the boulder is a moving shape, looking like a giant crawfish. It is facing you and seems to be aware of your presence.
Like wave.
Did anybody
Yes.
happen to bring along a keg of ale or other flammable substance?
Do you want to make an explosion?
I prefer to just make fire, but
We have a
Explosions happen.
torch.
I don't have anything flammable. Does anybody have anything flammable?
We
Well,
have a
I'm garbage.
rookie.
I'm gonna.
They're usually flammable.
You're
I don't
flammable as well, and if I recall correctly, you are actually fire retardant.
Just call him retarded.
No,
Yeah, that's not very
retardant.
nice.
Resistant. Sorry.
I'm not. I don't have to put up with this crap. I'm lighting the rookie on fire.
I mean, I don't think that that's actually going to accomplish anything useful other than lighting the rookie on fire. I mean, like that's the only reason I'm not backing it is I don't see the usefulness of it.
How kind of you.
Dumping flammable liquid into the room and burning out whatever's in there, like that seems like it might be useful.
Or we could see if it's friendly.
Are there any bones, like humanoid bones, in this room that I can see?
The mud is so thick you can't tell.
Somebody with a stick. See how deep the mud goes.
I
you gotta-
poke it with a stick.
You got a 10-foot pole. Try not to get your hand too close and see if it hits bottom.
I mean, as just throwing this out there, in most D&D games, most people are like, "Hey, it's a harmless creature." They're just like, "Oh, it's a thing. Let's kill it."
Well, yeah. Does it say anything, whisper anything, grumble anything?
It's been chittering.
What language is that?
You do not recognize it in the least bit.
Okay.
And even if I had it prepared, I wouldn't use the spell slot. It's far too early. If you want to go out there and talk to it, we'll tie a rope to you and I'll pull you back in if it tries to bite you.
Am I bait? I mean, I know that I have the size, but still.
I was talking to Saxon. He's the one that's talking about talking to it because
Actually-
everybody always assumes that they have to kill it.
Actually,
Hey,
that's
question.
true. You're the persuasive guy. Go speak to it.
Hey, is Warwick with us? OOC?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is he with you? Okay.
He's probably chilling in the back, like, I ain't fucking messing with this shit.
I was just curious.
I'm just gonna
Has anybody checked the depth of the mud yet?
I'm just gonna kind of lean in around and be like, "Hey, maybe don't attack us, and we'll just leave you alone."
Alright, so you take your stick and you start to stick it into the mud. It raises its claws in the air and and it starts charging at you a little bit. It stops right about here and it's just waving its claws and yelling.
I put back my.
Okay,
Oh,
well, obviously it's trying to say something. Otherwise, it would just like try to shit on us.
Maybe
So-
he's jealous
you
of the
do
size
that.
of
Can I
his
just
dick.
like hang
I will
on, Matt? Watch my hands, okay? Like
Yeah.
He
It
wants
looks
to
friendly.
shake hands. Fucking get in there. You've made peace. You got to go shake on it.
can I take like a piece of like who's carrying the rations?
We've all got some.
As you pull back, it just kind of does go back in here, and it's keeping an eye on you, but it's definitely pacing back and forth.
How deep?
Like,
How
He's
deep
jealous
did
of the size of
pole
your
go?
pole.
Yeah.
When it jumped up, you will know. Your pole actually made it a good, probably a good 6, maybe 8 inches. Not as deep as you thought it would be.
That's pretty deep.
However, with that said, the mud is extremely slippery. Like, you can realize that when you're trying to wipe it off your pole.
Oh, that's funny.
This must
I'm going to.
this must
I'm
be the
going
back
to
door.
investigate the mud. I want to
Alright.
know the properties of the mud.
Give me a knowledge nature check.
I'll try to assist him.
Might want to do a stealth check.
He got some on the pole. You can examine that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
that
mud.
was-
It's mud. It is
Dirt,
made of
probably.
earth and water mixed together. There is something else in this. Probably feces.
Makes sense.
But that's about all you get from it.
So, do we poke the beast?
I have to
No,
ask,
like-
do you actually have that like a macro, or are you just moving it back and forth while
I'm
you're
moving it
while
back
we're
and forth. There is a macro that does it though for me.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
set it up.
it's being defensive. It's protecting its territory. It's a creature that doesn't want us to enter its home.
Like I get that. My
Yeah,
question
the top-
right now is: does anybody know what crawfish eat?
No,
Meat?
I don't know. We can take a little bit of food, just toss it in there, and see what happens.
I don't even know if it tells me what they eat. It does not tell me what they eat.
Hang on, I'll Google it.
Yeah, that doesn't work for your character.
No, but then now I'm curious.
So what do you guys do? It
Oh,
is
does
still
anybody
pacing back and forth.
Does anybody have to pee?
They eat plant material and dead animals. The pet crawfish will happily eat lettuce, pieces of vegetable, algae-based foods, and sinking shrimp or fish pellets.
Will they eat bamboo?
I mean, technically, the ration and fish pellets are basically the same thing, right?
Not too far off.
Like, if we could crack off a piece of the ration and show it to him, and then place it down on the ground and back up slowly, maybe we give him a peace offering.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that could signify that we're apologizing for disturbing him and we're going to leave. Here's a gift, not this in exchange for us crossing what you consider to be your home.
And if we do anything like that, we most likely will need to run through the mud, which is pretty slippery.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to fail that, guaranteed.
Again,
My bet is I'm
What
gonna
do you
dive
mean,
and
we
try to
white
grab it.
man?
Give me a handle animal check, whoever's trying to offer it a ration.
We know what we could do. We can do like a
At
slip and slide.
disadvantage.
Start back here and just full on sprint, and then jump and just slide all the way across the room.
Do you
Or
see?
I could just-
There's
Do you see a
giant
door
in the
there?
middle.
Damn.
It does not seem to understand what you're doing. It does come up, grab it, eat it, and goes back to pacing, watching you. What do you guys do?
What's in the center there again? Because you said it's a piece of bamboo leaned up against a rock, right?
Right.
What was the size of the rock? How tall? How big around?
It's fairly decent size. Probably about 10 foot, I think you said. Let's see if it actually had the exact dimensions. A large polished rock is at least 5 foot tall and colored brown with dark streaks and spots, and lots of little rocks around it. You can give me a knowledge nature check on it if you'd like.
Can I apply guidance to that?
Yes, you can. Yeah. It doesn't resemble the stone around here very well. It definitely was probably brought in from outside, probably back when the king actually ruled. But it's a nice looking.
I'm gonna look around. Can anybody tell what kind of stone that is?
What kind of check do I need to make for that?
Knowledge nature. By the way, as you guys have been in here for now about a half hour at this point, you can feel like the air
That's
is
what the subway was supposed.
a little hard to breathe as you guys are breathing in and out. It does have quite a bit more density to it. The air feels heavy, just so you know. All right, on a knowledge nature 20 check, you are pretty sure that it is not a boulder. Actually, you're pretty sure, Zach, that that is a shell. Like
Like an egg?
creature's shell. No, like the shell on the.
Turtle?
I'm pretty sure with that rule. No, you're thinking more
Like an egg?
like a giant hermit crab.
That we passed by?
It's the stone here in the middle. Appears to be a giant hermit crab.
He might not be able to see it with his lack of dark vision.
Yeah.
That is true, but there is enough to see. Like he can catch a glimpse of it by the descriptions and everything you guys were able to help with. You really need to get goggles of the night.
First, I need to get rich.
Well, survive this. What is a torch size? Does anybody? Can somebody look that up in there? Because I might actually have it smaller than it's supposed to be. Is it 60 foot or 40 foot?
20 by 20, so 40.
Okay, so it is that right.
20-foot radius.
20 normal and 20
Dim
deep.
light for 20. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's half because of the denser air in here. So fire doesn't function as well down here. All right, so you're
Maybe
sure
he
that
doesn't
is
like
another-
the.
You're fairly sure
Maybe
it's
he
another creature, given the description of everything about it.
Maybe he doesn't like the fire.
If I cast Unseen Servant, can I cast it wherever I want? Like, can I make it appear on top of the shell?
Yeah, but it's unseen.
I'm aware of that. Can I do it?
Yes,
Can I have him pick up the stick?
you can certainly have a try.
I want to do that.
All right. Hold on. It tries to grab the stick, and all of a sudden, the stick moves, and the creature turns really quickly and gets up and starts looking around. And you will notice that it is a giant fucking hermit crab that's moving around. And it says, and you realize that that bamboo stick was actually its leg at this point. Going, the crayfish looks back and goes, and it clacks his hand back at you guys. His claw.
Why don't I just put my hand up? Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
The crawfish moves up here. Hold on. I have to move things around. And the giant hermit crab moves a little closer to you guys. The Kalokala.
Inside.
Wait, why do I have disadvantage on? Just take a 15.
It definitely seems to be asking you a question, but nobody seems to speak the language.
Warwick, do you
I'm gonna say
understand what he's saying?
I'm gonna say in Orcish. What are you saying? Is there any response?
Tilts its head.
Let's see what else we got here.
Hang on,
In Elven, do you understand me now?
Celestial?
In
that insight to know the type of language.
It is a dead language. You're guessing of whatever was spoke around here.
in
For 150
Sylvan, do
years.
you understand me now?
Still just tilts its head. Give me a perception or a intelligence check, Saxon. Your ability, you do not need to share a language. It just needs to understand a language. You could put thoughts in its head, although you will not be able to hear what it's saying back.
Aha! Perfect. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell it that all we want to do is move around to the other side. We beat them absolutely no harm. And if he will grant us this, since I cannot understand him, just back away a little bit and we will pass through. Nobody will touch anything.
There's some more gifts for me, Kala. Who such gifts for Kala?
I have a couple of rations. Food?
It nods its head.
Give me a ration.
Did we decide how many we had?
Takes one nothing over Nova Kala.
Like, now would be a good time to do that.
Did we decide on how many we had?
You guys took 4
No.
days each, so you took 16. And you've given up 1 now already to the crawfish. And you've each had 1, so you have used a total
I don't
of
know.
5.
So everybody else besides Saxon gives up 1, so we give them 3, and then in the hopes that that's good enough, and then we're all back to even as well on what we've got.
It'll take 2, and it'll give 1 to the its crawfish, and it'll give another 1, and it will back up a little bit.
We
And
can
they will-
pass this room. Okay.
Yeah, it does. It seems to be intelligent in its reason with you. It looks to the crawfish, says something, and you guys are allowed to go through.
I should
It
have
doesn't seem
poisoned
to
the
be looking
rations.
for us.
Too bad I don't have stealth or dexterity.
All right, so you guys will go through. There is 3 choices. There is a door to the east and to the west, and a staircase leading down to the north.
You want to go there, Pink?
I don't care. I just moved in.
Where's
except
our,
everybody else.
Oh yeah, where's our front runner at?
In the back. He's afraid of the crawfish.
The doors do not seem to be locked on either side. And going down, there is down the stairs, and then there is a door down there as well.
Isn't the mud covering the stairs too?
Oh, it is. Yes, you have to be very careful as you are walking.
Jesus.
Yes, my son.
All right. So, looking at the northern entrance there, the landing at the foot of the short flight of steps is filled with mud and silt that partially blocks the door leading north. The door is meant to open inwardly, for there are hinges on this side and a large grip to pull it on. However, because of it being blocked, it is going to be difficult to open. Whereas, let's see, the other ones will not be difficult to open.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, does the door
you guys go through.
Does the door span like all the way from one side to the other, or is there a place that I can brace my foot up against the wall and still pull on the door?
You could probably brace yourself a little bit, but it's not going to help fully because one foot is still going to have to be on the slimy mud. So it is still going to be interesting. Down that silt, by the way, when you do step down there, is deeper than the mud up on the other part. It is about 24 inches deep.
Cool.
And its consistency is as tenacious as quicksand. Like you step and you sink 2 feet immediately.
Don't pee in the water.
Can I check the door for any kind of warnings or anything?
There doesn't seem to be anything of note there. Nothing to really worry about other than trying to open up the door into 2 feet of sludge. In fact, if you guys try to do it, you realize you're not going to be able to without removing the sludge.
Oh.
Do we have any kind of buckets?
Do you guys have any kind of buckets?
The rookie's got a mouth.
Man, you're mean.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Well, so we either stand there and shovel with our bare hands in mud and, well, crap, or we go to a different door.
I say let's go. What?
Yeah, I was going to say we go to a different door for now anyways. Let's stay on this level, clear this level, and then find a different one.
Well,
East or west?
Let's go west.
You want to go take a look at them, Zach, and see if that rules anything out?
I'll check every door, see if there are any kind of signs of where we're going.
Gotta get down to the other one. The north one seems, or the east one seems completely safe. As does the west one. Without opening the doors, that is.
I slowly open the door.
Alright. You'll slowly open the door. Alright.
I see a staircase.
As we're leaving the room, I'm going to just say thank you for your hospitality.
And it kind of gives a little bow.
I will bow as well. Bow, be grateful, damn it. Also, Matt, I don't know when the next best stopping point is.
I'm going to read this description, and then that's probably going to be good for you guys to kind of figure out on this. The room is wet, and the walls, there's actually, it's just a hallway. And it is damp in here. The hallway is damp. Continue on. And there's another door at the bottom. Do you wish to open it?
Check for traps.
Check for traps.
Can we just say we're always checking for traps?
I assume I'm going off passive perception for that. That's why I asked for everybody's passive perception.
Okay.
You do not find any traps here. The door itself seems to be made of beaten bronze, and opens with ease into a room that is. This room is wet, and the walls are covered with a slimy white buildup. There is about 1.5 inches of water and mud blanketing the floor. Many overturned pedestals and pieces of broken stationery lie on the floor, partially buried in the mud. Opposite the entrance to this room is another door. Only one pedestal remains standing in the northwest corner. On it sits a small, metallic, three-sided pyramid. Overhead, in the shadowy draped ceiling, are inlaid colors tiles depicting a starry sky and forming strange patterns in the areas above the pedestals.
I have a question.
I'll have an answer.
Is it a watery-like substance that's all over the place?
It is a slimy white buildup. So
Oh, it's jizz.
I guess. I don't know.
Anybody going in?
Hold on. I'll do my little nature check.
The guy with the pole.
It seems safe. Completely safe.
I'm gonna wait.
With
I'm gonna wait till next week.
You guys
I'll-
can wait till next week.
I'll check the floor
check,
with
check-
the pole.
check-
The floor
Yeah,
is just
see
a
if
little
it's-
bit wet. It's actually not too bad. It's just a very light layering of mud. Not even a 1/4 inch thick.
Is it slippery?
It's slightly slippery, but as long as you aren't dashing, you're gonna be fine.
What's
Wait.
what-
Are there any pebbles on the stonework around us?
You could probably make them pretty easily. Just hit the wall a few times.
Okay, I'm gonna make a couple pebbles.
All right.
And before anybody walks in, I'm gonna throw some pebbles into the water,
Nothing happens.
and then
They're
take a
just
step, back.
They're just kind of there.
I mean,
All right. So you enter the room. Give me a knowledge nature check. Both the people that have entered. All three of the people that have entered. All right. Zach. As you come in, you're kind of looking around. You're gonna notice that there is a dark, wet mass clinging to the wall above the western door. As you're inspecting it, it does appear to be green in nature, and it resembles a green slime. However, as you're looking at it, you realize that it is actually an oozing algae that is extremely wet.
Dude, crawfish love algae.
is it like a sentient algae or is it just like algae?
Just appears to be just an algae.
Is it the kind of algae that might be used in potions?
There is a very strong chance that it is used in some type of potion. It does seem to have a unique property to it, but it's kind of hard to tell without actually, touching it.
I'm gonna pick up one of the pebbles and throw it at the algae.
Nothing happens.
How about somebody with a javelin or something, if you would like to?
Glad I bought javelins.
I mean, it's either that or
Sure.
I'm just gonna use my axe. I mean, one or the other.
It just sticks into the algae. Nothing else is happening. It's still just sticking there. You could probably pull it off.
Oh damn! I should have brought a dagger.
Like,
Oh,
it's close enough you can reach up there and grab it. Like, you're grabbing above your head and pulling, but give me an athletics check to get your javelin back.
Can I
Me
like
or
Yeah.
can I like cut
Unless
a
you wanna
section
leave it.
of it? Can I
Say
cut a
athletics
section of
or
it off with
acrobatics?
my
athletics.
Oh.
And you want to cut a section off of it off?
yeah
With
with my axe?
You grab it and you yank it hard, and part of the algae just comes off right off with it, and falls on you and Gruck as Gruck was getting ready to cut some away.
I knew this was a bad idea.
So you have had a extremely slippery algae land on you. It will take a little bit to get it off of you, and you now are having a little bit of a difficulty actually holding your weapon, so it's a little slimy. You can't seem to get it all off by just wiping your hands. You'll need some dry cloth to probably get it all off.
We have a rookie.
I'm not a class.
Richard.
Wipe it on the rookie's back.
How comes the rookie is the answer to everything?
Because you're the
jerk.
rookie and I'm an asshole. It's
Yeah.
called hazing, dude. Look at it this way. If you decided to kill Gruff, then John would have to roll up a new character, and then he would be the rookie.
Yeah.
How long are you guys
So what I have to do is kill
We're
Grok.
almost done.
I mean, or any other character for that matter.
And we are almost done. So you guys are able to gather up some of it, though. It is extremely slimy and slippery, and you're sure he can use it for something, but you're not sure what. Did you want to inspect the white, slimy buildup all over the wall?
I'm kind of afraid to, but yeah, I've already got the algae slime all over me, so why not?
How are you going to inspect the white, slimy buildup?
Taste it, taste it, taste it.
I'm going to. I mean, my hands are already covered, so like I'll cut my hands and try to grab some of it like that, and then I will visually inspect it and then smell it.
As
first.
soon as you touch it, you can feel it to start burning your skin.
Okay, I'll put my hands back out and say, "Don't do that."
It's still burning your skin. You've taken 1 point of damage. Second round, you take another point of damage.
Okay, now what the? Oh, this stupid
What do you do for the third round?
white stuff. I don't know. I don't have anything on me.
Put your hand in the water.
Put my hand in the water. Like the water that I just put my hand in, which has resulted in me taking 2 damage.
The water that we're standing in?
No,
Okay, wasn't that what I was inspecting?
No, you were inspecting the white sludge on the wall.
Oh, I thought I was inspecting the stuff on the floor. Yeah, okay, I'll stick my hand in the water on the floor.
Yeah, you do that, wipe it off, and it does come off, and it stops burning you. Give me a nature check at advantage, please. 2 minutes will be done. Chloe. All right, you are now positive after touching this that it is lime that you just touched, and you're aware of the lime now for sure in here.
Do I have a jar? Can I pour out a potion in order to collect some of that?
Are they like $1?
You could theoretically. Do you really want to pull out a potion for that? Pour out a
I had my
potion for that,
first
though?
group band today.
You could always come back.
Yeah, pour out the strong healing potion off the ground.
You don't need that heroism potion. Just get rid of that.
I could just take the 8d4 healing potion now. I did take 2 damage.
I mean, you
Chloe.
technically could.
God, I mean, I guess it's gonna have to wait. Because I don't have anything, and there's
Past
just
that, there was a few pedestals that were tipped over, and one that was upright. Just to let you guys know on that. Things that were on the other ones seem to have been some stationery, some things made of stucco depicting. You're pretty sure either the Chloe. Depicting either the Omen gods or star formations. But they include a coyote, a crab-headed figure, an alligator-headed god, a feathered warrior, and a jaguar. There is also still the small pyramid three-sided pyramid left on the one pedestal.
Can I? Is it glowing red?
No, it is not. It is not a Sith holocron. Sorry.
Dang. I don't know.
Does it attract my attention in any shape or form?
You're pretty sure it's worth some money. You can give me a knowledge history check. See about what it's probably worth.
13.
You're guessing it's worth probably 5 to 10 gold.
Fucking 5 to 10 gold we don't have.
And pick it up, not a problem. Nothing happens. La-di-da-di. And we will end there for this week.
Cool.
You will be able to go either to the west, up through the crab lake or crab area, to the door up there, or to the east, or no, that's east, sorry, or to the west to the door right in front of you.
I say we just keep going.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next week. Congratulations on surviving the first couple things and actually avoiding combat so far.
Do I get advantage for that? Inspiration?
Inspiration for it. If you had come up with your remembering your ability on your own, I would have.
Oh.
But getting through
Okay,
there
fine.
without a combat was actually benefit enough, I think.
All right. Take it easy.
And if somebody can remember 10 minutes for me, I will. I'm saying that also so the video will catch it. I'm going to write it down here. Something happens occasionally here, and I have had a countdown going. So.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Bye, guys.
See ya, guys.
Have a good week.
You too.
You too.